You're sitting outside yourself. That's what the ancestors told me to tell you today. You're sitting outside yourself. And the title of this video is The Ancient You is Calling. And this is how to catch up to your soul contract. I had an experience that stopped me in my tracks. Like I stepped outside myself and watched my soul doing what it came here to do. I wasn't thinking or planning. I was just flowing. Someone was in front of me, hurting, and words just came. Energy moved, tears fell, and I realized something. After a while, I realized that I'm not just helping people, I'm midwifing their return to themselves. I watch my soul in action, and I've had countless experiences like that. Even in my clinic, people are moved to tears, they're healing, they're evolving, they're unlocking buried parts of themselves or their creativity, remembering who they are. I watched myself on someone's channel one time, and I realized I was watching my higher self at work. And I was well aware that I was in my element, as they say. I was operating in my assignment, honoring my soul contract. Oh, but big up yourself, originals, original kings and queens. Wagwan. Welcome to another episode of the Big Up Yourself show, where we lift up truth, soul, and the original you. I'm glad you're here. And I invite you to subscribe and give us a thumbs up and drop a kind comment. Yeah, drop a comment, man. Show some love, man. Thanks. Stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to lead a simple soul contract activation ritual. So you don't want to miss that. And you or someone could benefit, so please share. This is going to be a short one, by the way. All right. And in the chat, we have Mimi. Hey, Mimi. So good to see you, sis. And Marilyn, my beloved, is here. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. Like I said before, this is not going to be a long one at all. But I'm bringing through a message the ancestors are putting out for you, that you're sitting beside yourself. This is for those to whom it applies. So, all right. So they call it being a healer, a guide, a light worker, a connector between realms. The ancestors call me a rememberer. Operating like a midwife and helping individuals birth their original self and remember their soul contract. This is why I came. I help people birth and meet their original self. The one that they were before the trauma, before the fear, before they were told they're not enough. But I wasn't always sitting inside my own self. I was off for a while too. When you realize that you've been watching your life from the outside instead of living it, or that you are made for something more, you're being called back into sacred service. For life, trauma, can take you out of your original trajectory and throw you off course and make you forget. And you can forget for years and get caught up in things that you have no business getting caught up in, delaying your awakening and your integration. And one of the biggest thieves of our soul contract that keeps us sitting outside ourselves is the work we do. When you are doing work that drains you, that does not align with your soul contract, when you are stuck in that soul draining work, you are not dreaming. You are not in touch with you, and it can take you a long time to come home to yourself. I'm here to interrupt that wandering and get you back on track. I am Winsome Alexander, spiritual midwife, healer, mystic guide, all the spiritual energies, descriptions that I resisted for decades. And this message is not just content. It's a soul contract activation. Okay? Some of you feel broken. You're not broken. You're not hopelessly lost. You're just sitting outside yourself, the ancestors said. Disconnected from the original blueprint, from the sacred assignment you agreed to before your first breath. There's something you agreed to before you came here. You made a contract to do something before you came here. So sitting outside yourself, you forget who you are and why you came. You become a stranger to yourself. You move, you speak, you work, you have some fun, you accomplish some things, but something ancient inside you is whispering, this is not all. But this is a sacred invitation to come home to the ancient you, the self that never really left, never stopped evolving, and never gave up on you. The self with a soul assignment, encoded in purpose and divine remembrance. If you've been feeling disconnected, emotionally stuck, creatively blocked, or spiritually homesick, this is your wake-up call. And you're not here to perform, you're here to remember and to catch up to the truth that's been waiting for you all along. But for you, the world got loud. Consumerism said, get, do, hustle. The trauma got thick. You had some fun, engaged in some escapism, got distracted. And the soul got quiet, got buried, went underground. But now it's rising. Now it's time. The contract is calling. This is your invitation to catch up to your original self, to stop standing outside your own purpose and step fully in. And I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to remind you, this is the work I do. I'm midwife the sacred. I help you remember. Marilyn is saying, join the village revolution. Yes, join the village. There is a village being born for us to heal in community, in a village like our ancestors used to do. Okay? Your ancestors are speaking to you. So ask yourself, are you still sitting outside yourself, or are you ready to come home? This is a call to the healers and dreamers and mystics and rememberers. You are not here by accident. The ancient you is calling. And this is not a new version of you that we're calling in. It's the true one. There's a part of you that never left, the part that carries sacred memory, divine assignment, and spiritual fire. I call it the ancient you. And lately, it's been calling you home. I speak often to the soul splitting that many of us have endured, right? And I guide you to integration. So if you've been feeling emotionally exhausted, disconnected from your purpose, or like you're watching yourself live instead of living, this message is for you. And I know what that's like. I know what it's like. Listen, there have been times when the pressure built up so much, I just wanted to forget the calling, cut the journey short, and go sit under a mango tree in Jamaica somewhere and just check out. But the thing inside wouldn't let me. My soul knew better. It knew that I was bound to a contract. And so that yearning, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away because I'm on assignment. So no, you're not entirely lost. You're just sitting outside yourself. And now it's time to catch up to the self that remembers. You're sitting outside yourself like a soul watching your body walk through life, a life that doesn't quite fit. You wake up tired, you feel misplaced. You sense something is off, but you can't quite put your finger in it. That's because the ancient you, the original you, is calling, the mystic, the healer, the dreamer, the divine contract holder. And you've been running on autopilot, disconnected from the very agreement your soul made before you arrived here. And I've come to help you return to yourself, return to your soul contract, return to your original assignment, because the world doesn't need more versions of what it already has. The world needs the ancient you, and your time is now. Trish the Natural. Hi, big up yourself. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mimi said, this hits home. I'm going through life like in a dream. Yes, Mimi, I understand. I understand. You're sitting outside yourself, forgotten your soul contract. So you're not here to perform. You're here to remember, to catch up to the truth that's been waiting for you all along. This is a call to remember and return. You signed a soul contract before you came here, but now, how can you fulfill a mission that you forgot? That's why you're restless. Your spirit remembers. Your assignment didn't vanish. It just got buried up under the noise, the trauma, and forgetting. I'm here to help you remember, reclaim, and realign. You didn't miss it. The portal is still open. The ancestors are still waiting. Your power didn't leave. You just haven't caught up to it yet. Okay? You're just sitting outside yourself, is what the ancestors are saying. If you've been feeling behind in life, just know your sacred self has been evolving, growing, and rising, waiting for you to catch up, even though your body forgot. You didn't come here by accident. You made a soul agreement to show up fully, to walk in divine power, to heal in community. You're not returning to who you were. You're catching up to who you've always been. That sacred self is waiting, evolved, expanded, and ready for you. The ancient you is calling. Time to catch up to your soul contract. If you're still here, show some love in the comments. If you're watching the replay, show some love in the comments, right? If this spoke to your soul and if something stirred in your belly, if a memory lit up in your bones, drop a comment. We're healing in community. This is your summons, okay? The contract is calling. You're being called back to the sacred self, the version of you that knew freedom, purpose, and partnership with the divine and the ancestors, the mystic, before trauma covered it up. You're being called back to your original self, the one who knew joy before confusion, and clarity before chaos, and power before the world told you to shrink. This isn't just healing, darlings. This is sacred remembering. Reclaim your buried dreams. Remember your ancestral gifts. You're a midwife to sleeping souls, and you are birthing. The ancient you is calling, not from the past, but from deep within you. Not asking you to go back, but to catch up, to evolve into the wholeness that was always yours. Okay? And we're getting ready to close. I told you it was a short one, but we're going to do a simple soul contract activation. Actually, because we're not entirely prepared to do it here, what I'm going to do is show you the steps of what you do. All right? In a few minutes. But you didn't come here by accident. You've been chosen for this. Not to become someone new, like we said, but to finally meet the one that you've always been. You made a soul agreement to walk in divine power as the mystic, the healer, the contract holder. Let's remember her or him, right? This whole moment of remembering, it was never meant for just me. I think it's for all of us who know deep down that this isn't just a life, it's an assignment. Okay? And the soul already knows how to do the work. You just have to reactivate the contract. But I'm not your guru. I'm a spiritual midwife. I hold sacred space while you remember, while you rebirth and rise. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to be witnessed and remembered. So my work isn't to save you, it's to walk with you as you rebirth the sacred parts of you that never died, the original you. Come sit with me in the clinic or join the virtual circle. The links are in the description box. Yeah. You were never meant to shrink. You were born for sacred work, to heal, to guide, to remember, and now it's time. So join the village circle, a healing community, and rise into your purpose. Yes. All right. Yeah, the ancient you is not gone. She's calling, not from the past, but from the sacred present. Okay. You signed the soul contract before the world told you who to be. You already knew. You knew because you had a dream. You've always been whole. You just forgot. So let's meet that version of you again. I'm gonna lead you through the simple soul contract in activation, and you're gonna do this at home by yourself, because you're supposed to do it in a quiet moment, and you're supposed to have um, pen and paper, a bowl of water, a mirror, to do this. But we're not prepared right now, so I'm just going to walk you through it. And if you want to do the soul activation ritual as a group, you can email me at bigupyourself.com, and we can form a group and do it as a group. Okay, so you're going to need a candle, a bowl of water, a mirror, and pen and paper. And you're going to take a few deep breaths. You're going to create a sacred space. You're going to light the candle and place the bowl of water nearby. Okay, light the candle, place the bowl of water nearby, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. All right. And then you're going to gaze into the mirror. You're going to look deep into your own eyes, and you're going to say this aloud. I am ready to remember. I am ready to return to myself. I activate my sacred contract. Replay this if you're watching the replay and you're trying to do the ritual. Just rewind. Okay? Now, after you've said that, you're going to write your return statement. On the paper, you're going to write, I choose to walk in divine power. I choose to heal in community. I reclaim who I came here to be. And then you're going to sign your name underneath, because this seals your intention. Writing that statement seals your intention. And then for the water blessing, you're going to dip your fingers in the bowl of water and gently touch your forehead, your heart, your hands. And you're going to say, I bless my mind, my heart, and my actions with sacred remembrance. Okay? Okay. It's that simple. You've been chosen for this. All right? Let's remember her or him. Okay. Then you're going to blow out the candle and you're going to say, it is done. I walk in alignment with my soul. I say, Ayibobo. I say, Ayibobo. Okay. Okay. It is time to awaken and walk in your soul contract. It's time. Come join me in the visualization clinic or in the Vision Revolution Circle. For more information, the links are in the description box. I want to thank you for joining me today. Big up yourself. Don't forget to subscribe. And hello, Alicia Renice. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you, sis. So good to see you. All right. Trish the Natural, thank you for being here. Mimi, thank you so much for showing up. Marilyn, as always, we can't do without you. Register for the Zoom We Are Creators Visualization Clinic. The link is in the description box, as well as the sign up for the village. Okay, you're welcome, Mimi. What else? And if you want to reach out to me, you can email me at bigup@bigupyourself.com. Thank you guys. If you missed any parts of this, then just, you know what to do. Rewind. And remember your soul contract. And remember, you are here on assignment. And your ancestors are speaking, and they're saying, if you're sitting outside yourself, then you're forgetting your soul contract. And it's time to remember and to activate. All right. Thank you, guys. Yay. Watch it, sis. Watch the replay. Oh, guys, let me just say real quick. So my book is completed. It is with the proofreader at the moment. And then by next week, it's going to be going to formatting. So it should be published by the first week of September. I'm excited for it. The title is This Time the Revolution is Spiritual, and it is fire. Let me tell you, the ancestors have been speaking, and boy, do I have a message for y'all. So look for that. Look for that. Thank you. Look for it. It's coming soon. All right. Thank you, guys. See you hopefully next week. Bye-bye. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you.